Yes, that's right, it's another video surrounding the absolutely colossal encounter this Saturday between Ireland and the Springboks. In this video, I'm going to be discussing who I'd select in my combined 15 between the two sides. Now, forgive me, a lot of these positions are extremely close and it's a little bit down to opinion, what sort of style of player you like in your team, because that's how close it is with some of these. To start us off, I'm going to go with Stephen Kitsoff, Umbiombi, and I'm going to go with Tide Furlong. Now look, there's a lot of quality in this front row. Porter is incredibly lucky to miss out, and I think that's pretty much a 50-50 between him and Kitsoff. I believe Kitsoff, he's shown me a little bit more of late of what he can do. I've seen him get over the ball. I feel his fitness has improved slightly and his overall work rate, so that's why he gets in there. Nothing against Porter, who's absolutely classy as well. Umbiombi gets in over Kelleher for me. Look, when I first planned this video, sort of a few weeks back, I was expecting both Sheehan and Marks to be fit. Two world-class hookers, the two best hookers in the world pretty much, but unfortunately both teams have suffered huge injuries at hooker. But Umbiombi gets in over Kelleher just because I feel like he's got more test match experience, despite Kelleher being quite a remarkable backup choice. I'd happily have either backup choice starting for England, so they're incredible players. And then at tight head, Tide Furlong, I don't think that is too much of a surprise. He's just a phenomenal prop. The footwork, the hands, the vision he has, as well as the sort of basics of scrum time, is just incredible. In the second row, I've gone with another Tide Burn this time, and then the obvious choice in Eben Etzebeth. I think this second row goes for itself. I mean, you've got two really classy other players in Moster and James Ryan, but I believe everyone will probably agree with this combination. You've got the agility of Tide Burn, the sort of the running, the pace, the line out steals, the jackling. I mean, he can do it all. And Eben Etzebeth, who's just an absolute freak of nature, brilliant power, and he does the line out incredibly well, incredibly competitive, just an incredible athlete. And then moving into the back row, I have gone with Josh. I mean, it's weird putting him at 6. It's probably not quite fair. Josh van der Fleer. I mean, I should really either go between Omani and Khaleesi here, but this is the back row that I could choose. And then Pieter-Steph du Toit. And then at number 8, Jasper Wiese unfortunately misses out to Caelan Doris. Now, this back row is what got to be one of, if not the best back row in the world. Josh van der Fleer and Pieter-Steph du Toit, World Player of the Years respectively. Pieter-Steph du Toit in 2019, Van der Fleer in 2022, I believe. Incredible players, and it'll be one hell of a matchup this Saturday. Caelan Doris at 8 gets in over Jasper Wiese. Caelan Doris is just phenomenal. I feel like he's so overlooked in terms of being one of the best players around. His work rate, his ability over the ball, he's just such an all-round number 8. So committed to his runs, tackles like Fury. So look, he's an absolute phenomenal player. Jasper Wiese, not to take anything away from him, but I just feel Caelan Doris, especially after the New Zealand tour, gets in there. It's an all-Ireland 9 and 10 combination for me. Jamieson Gibson Park gets in for me, and then Johnny Sexton. I believe this is the combination of choice, mainly based upon just how good Johnny Sexton's been over such a long period of time. Liboc, probably what lets him down is his goal kicking. I believe Johnny Sexton is the superior player in that respect. In terms of running game, of course you'd pick Liboc, but I feel Johnny Sexton's by far the more complete 10, in my opinion. Jameson Gibson Park against Faf de Klerk is a much closer argument. I feel Gibson Park just takes it after some really impressive Irish victories in which he's been phenomenal. Brilliant pace on the ball, box kicks really well, and that's quite a statement considering how good Faf de Klerk's been over the years. And then into the centre partnership, unfortunately for the Bok fans, I'm going to have to go with another Irish combination. Bundy, Aki, and then Garrity Ringrose. I mean, look, Diolande for me, you could easily put him at 12, but Bundy Aki so far this tournament has just dominated every other 12. I mean, I know the sort of competition and resistance against him hasn't been huge, but I don't feel Diolande turned up at all against Scotland. I mean, I know Diolande's probably over the years has been the better performer. He turned up in the 2019 World Cup, remarkably, played phenomenal in that. Potentially one of the players of the tournament for the Boks. But Bundyaki right now is the centre all teams would be wanting. And then Gary Ringrose is phenomenal. And me personally, I don't particularly rate Jesse Creel. He got exposed quite a bit against Scotland, shooting out of the line. And I don't feel like he's as natural as a 13 as the likes of Gary Ringrose. Now, in terms of the back three, I've picked Cheslin Colby at the 11. Look, I'm not going to say it's overly close between him and Lowe in terms of historical performances, who's been playing at the high level and performing the better of the two. It's obviously Cheslin Colby. Lowe's burst onto the scene and has been playing some incredible stuff. Huge for Ireland with that left boot, but I just think in terms of what Colby brings to South Africa, it's probably a little bit more than what James Lowe brings to the All Blacks, despite being an incredible player. And then, look, I hate to do this in these videos because I don't want to be an absolute chicken, right? But I have no idea over Arendse and then Matt Hansen. So I'm just going to put an initial of both of them. And I'll just put a line down the middle. And I want you to tell me in the comment section down below who takes that position. I have no idea. Hansen has been probably on the better of form of the two. But Arendse over sort of the last sort of year or so has just been incredible. I mean, in terms of performances in this tournament so far, you have to lean definitely towards Matt Hansen. But over the last year, Arendse has been phenomenal, scoring like braces against some really top opposition. So, look, I have no idea who to give that one to. I can't even say I'm leaning towards one. Like it's honestly down the middle. And then at fullback, I'm going to go Hugo Keenan. I mean, that is quite a statement considering Willemse is a top player. Really good footwork and acceleration as well as a thumping boot. But Hugo Keenan for me is just the all-round fullback. Like he just does I'm not going to say he's a 10 out of 10 at everything. But I reckon he's a solid 8.5 or 9 at everything. He doesn't have a weak part of his game. If we take Freddie Stewart, for example, for England, phenomenal under the high ball, one of the best in the world. But then when it comes to sort of being a little bit flat-footed, a little bit slow, he probably drops down to sort of a 6 or 7. Whereas Hugo Keenan, across the board, is sort of an 8 or 9, which is just, it's invaluable to have a player with no weakness. It's just unbelievable. So, look, that is my combined team. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5.5, let's call it, Boks players in there, and the rest Irish. Now, just because the Boks don't have as many players in the combined 15 doesn't mean that they won't win. It's all about how they click together. But those are just my opinions. Please do let me know in the comment section down below what players you'd pick, and am I being biased towards the Irish, or is that an accurate reflection of the combined 15? So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. As always, I get back to every single comment, and yeah, thank you very much for watching.